Okay, let's talk about a quadratic function. What makes it quadratic is that square. And you can have also negative x squared. If you just graph these really quick, you would see when the sign is positive, the parabola opens up. When the sign is negative, the parabola opens down. I know, very ugly drawings, but that's kind of sort of what they look like. So you have a table that talks about transformations, and probably these first two are the easier ones, meaning that if you take the function and you add a value, you just move the function up that many values. If you subtract, then you move it down that many units, I guess as they're saying here. And so let's just kind of look at those first. So that's the first two that you see. Notice this x squared, I'm looking at this one, so I know the parabola opens up, and the plus 2 says instead of starting at the y-axis right there, that we are actually going to move it up 2 units. Same thing here, but now we're going to move it down 2 units. All right, these two, a lot of times students get mixed up because they seem kind of backwards. So notice it says if inside the parentheses, so in other words the x and there's something inside the parentheses being squared, if you subtract a value, you move it to the right, and hence why we move this to the right 3 units. And if you're adding, you move it to the left 3 units, and notice that negative sign, that's why it flipped upside down. Now each one of these has a value out front, and that has to do with the vertical stretch or vertical compression. Not really huge needed here, because I know that, I mean, you can already see that which one of these are getting skinnier and so on. But all I'm going to look at is, once again, this is going to shift 3 units to the right and then shift 2 units up. The next one is negative, so I know it's upside down. It's going to shift 3 units to the left and 2 units down. Then the next one, I'm going to go 3 units to the left and 2 units up. And then finally, the last one, I am going to go 3 to the left and then 2 down. So this is a nice little chart to have, certainly to see very quickly how to find these graphs.